institutions so that they can become not only the institutions that render in this present time, but also prepare them for future challenges and future education of our children. I now go to the two questions that are here, very nice questions. One is about the holy water dispenser at the entrance of the church, and the second is about the flowers that are used in this season or perhaps in the other seasons also. I read the questions to you. Some of the parishes in Bangalore have the holy water dispenser. Why is this not installed in all the other parishes of Bangalore? The second question is, why are the flowers not used on the tabernacle and altar during Advent? But in the case of weddings, flowers are put on the tabernacle and altar? Question mark. Please explain. The first question, some of the parishes in Bangalore have the holy water dispenser. Why is this not installed in all the parishes of Bangalore? Yes, holy water at the entrance of the church. It's called dispenser, but the technical word it's a stoup, S-T-O-U-P, or rather a small crucible that is kept at the entrance of perhaps a vessel or even an earthen vessel, or perhaps a beautiful little font that is kept at the entrance of the church with holy water in it. What it symbolizes? The holy water at the entrance symbolizes our having received the baptism. Therefore, it's a reminder of our baptism as we get into the church and we sprinkle ourselves with this baptismal water of the baptisms to say that we are Christians. God has already anointed us. God has already given us the Spirit, His own Spirit in baptism. And so the place that we enter is for Christians, those who are baptized, and therefore we are obliged to behave ourselves in a worthy manner as we enter the house of God. Why is it that some churches do not have it? It's not correct. All the churches should have this, and this particular holy water, as it is called dispenser here, but it's a stoup, it's a small crucible, it's a small font that is kept at the church. It has to be kept. If it's not kept, or perhaps there's no water there, surely you should remind the parish priest of that particular place to say that, Father, the holy water is not there. And they will surely do it, and they will see to it that some arrangements are made for us. We are out of the corona season. We had those fears earlier that whether holy water itself was contaminated with the virus, etc., and sometimes used also holy water with those pressing that sprinkled upon us, etc. But I think now all the fears are gone. We can safely dip the holy water and sprinkle ourselves with this holy water, which I said reminds us of our baptism. The second question is about the flowers. Why are the flowers not used on the tabernacle and altar during the Advent season? And more so in the case of weddings, and flowers are put on the tabernacle. Are they put on the tabernacle and the altar? Please explain. First of all, the flowers and decorations are symbol of joy, symbol of celebration. Perhaps when I go for a function, someone gives me a bouquet of flowers. We see everything decorated with flowers, etc. This is the normal thing to be done. But the church has two seasons. It's called the Advent season and the Lenten season, which you can make out from the color purple. These are called the penitential seasons because both of them are preparing for something. And when someone is preparing for something, you won't be celebrating when you are preparing for it. The celebrations comes later. An example would be a mother who is expecting a child after 9 months. She is pregnant. Of course, this is a happy occasion for her, but she doesn't go on celebrating it. Rather, she makes certain sacrifices, she doesn't eat certain foods, so she doesn't perhaps spring into a dance or perhaps activity that is normal. She controls herself. She controls her diet. Why? For the sake of the child that is coming. So also these two seasons, the Advent season, as we know, is for the coming of the Savior, And the second season, the season of Lent, is for the death and the resurrection of Jesus. So the joy comes afterwards, and so the season we do not have celebrative type of, and that's why the flowers, decorations are avoided in the Advent season and the Lenten season. But the church itself, in one of those Sundays, it's called the Gaudete Sunday, that's the third Sunday of Advent, allows a certain flowered decorations in order to express also the Sunday liturgy that is of hope, that is of joy in the limited sense, not in the complete sense. Now the question is about the weddings. As both these seasons are called penitential seasons, the church also does not encourage, I would say, an out and out celebration of weddings or any other sacraments in that way. If the marriages have to be celebrated for certain reasons beyond control in the Advent season or the Lenten season, the church permits it. The church permits it because it's a human perhaps situation, and there is an urgency, there is something that has to take place, and therefore the church allows it. But the church says, please understand, and don't go on a celebration spree, as it were, like in normal times. You are in the Advent season, you are in the Lenten season, perhaps a limited use of flowers to express your joy and understand the situation of the season. The season is the penitential season for Advent also and for Lenten season also. For the Advent, we see certain weddings that take place, and we request the parties not to perhaps be so much in the celebrative mood of decorating the Blessed Sacrament, the altar, everything with flowers. Perhaps a few flowers will not do any damage as such, because the couple would like to be happy, and we concede to it. But as I said, not in a celebrative manner, fully decorated in the sense of there are no pass hold as such. So my dear friends, perhaps this is an explanation that I can give about the holy water, the crucible, and also the flowers that are to be used in the season of Lent and Advent. I wish you well. A few days for Christmas, spend every day in silence, asking the Lord. Surely we are making our cribs, we are making our decorations, but then in silence to say, Lord, I need you. Please be born in my heart, so that it's not that everyone should come and wish me and perhaps at the highest celebrations as such. If you are there, you are the fulfillment of all my joys. So whomever I meet is as good as Elizabeth and Mary meeting together, both perhaps in times of need of each other, but then very happy. And so I wish you a good preparation for the Christmas festivities that are coming. Thank you.